This summer is going to be special. Not only do we have the Euros, but the Copa America will be underway in the US. And it just feels like everything in the world is right again. Not gonna lie, I'm getting some prime 2016 vibes from 2024. So just like the Euros, we have exclusive access to the Copa America tournament mode right here in FC24. Complete with all the qualified teams, the official groups, fresh new kits.
What? This is a moment in history! Take a picture!
The real life broadcast package, the proper match ball, and of course the real trophy alongside all the wild celebrations that come with it. And for those who are curious, here are all the current mods I have applied in my FIFA Mod Manager launcher. They're in the correct order, they're all activated. Alright, ain't no messing about, let's launch this bad boy. As you can already see on startup, we've got a whole different background, the Copa America trophy in the back, and we are in the theme. The mod is working, and you get this nice little build-up video, the hype video that plays before you enter the game. And it just reminds you of the old school FIFA when they'd play like highlights or like clips from players, and it just merged into the promo with the game. And now you've got the Copa America hype video, and there you go, the logo, CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024, and we are in. You've got Messi and Argentina not only defending their continental crown, but also fresh off being World Cup champs in 2022. So you already know they're the main favorites, but let me know down in the comments below, what are your main predictions? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna be the best player at the tournament, top goal scorer, all that good stuff? I want to hear your early predictions down below. So here it is, I've got my hand on the recently released mod, and I'll leave the links down in the description for you guys to go check it out and try for yourselves. Now the first step with these heavy duty mods, to make sure all the squads are loaded in, we have to make sure everything is in place before we kickstart any operations. So we're gonna go in and load up the Ultra Mod 1.0 squad file, which gives you all the realistic rosters and teams. However, just like the Euros, again, it allows you to load up with classic teams and icons, and gives you the option to call them up into the national team. So I want to run down two simulations, one with the real life squads, and then one with icons galore and classic retro teams. Now you guys might be able to look forward to the new Euro 2024 DLC free update coming in June, but with South America, mods are the only answer, because the Copa America doesn't even exist in FIFA, like ever since FIFA 21, when it was called the South America Cup. That's the last time it was ever featured and actually in the game. Even when it comes to career mode, there aren't enough South American teams in the base game of FIFA for them to even do a mock-up Copa America with the unlicensed tournament. So who knows who has the Copa America license? It better not be Konami, because goddamn, that'd be my 13th reason and I'd end it all. But there's no need to fear, because this Copa America tournament mode mod is here. Now I'm happy to report that there is only one minor ick with this mod, and that is you can't really do your national team call-ups or the national team squads. You only get access to the teams that are already available in the game. That only leaves you to customize what? Mexico, America, and Argentina squads. That is the only thing you're limited to in that capacity. You can start to see what kind of national pool and players are available for you to call up in general. I might just make a few changes here and there where I see fit. Like, we're getting Lisandro Martinez called up instead of Petzela. I want the best quality teams available for this tournament. I don't care about injuries and all that. I want to see the best take on the best and see the rise of young international superstars that are ready to take the tournament by the scruff of the neck, like a Thiago Almada. I want to do a couple swaps and a couple changes here and there. When it comes to the USA, I'd probably call up Florian Balogun, considering he changed his whole damn nationality to play for you guys. So he'll be one of the first names on the team sheet, first name on the plane. How the hell does Tim Ream get in this team? No way, not on my watch. Actually, I probably trust him more than a Sheffield United defender. Mexico, how is Hector Herrera not being called up? Come on guys, get with the program. Then Carlos Vela, he's still kicking about, he's still going. I mean, you've got to have him there for experience, for one last dance. So once you've done that and made all the adjustments and call-ups you want, you load straight into tournament mode, scroll right across to domestic tournaments, head on over to men's cups, and then right there, it's the first option waiting for you, Copa America 2024, with the trophy right there beside it. That's how you know the mod is officially working. Copa America, known until 1975 as the South American Football Championship. It's actually the world's oldest international football tournament, which I actually didn't know. We're filled with fun facts here on the BCHD channel. There you go, with Uruguay winning its inaugural title. So not only did they win the first World Cup, they also won the first Copa America. This is where I love this mod and the simplicity of it, because you click right in and there is no swapping, no team complications to worry about. Everything is set in place and all the teams are applied like your Brazils, who aren't actually in the normal version of FIFA. Canada's been added back in. Chile are there for the vibes. Colombia, Costa Rica. You've got minnows like Bolivia. For some reason, I just have a soft spot for them. They're all here and ready to dance this summer. And I don't know, man. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a good feeling about this tournament. I feel like every game is so much more unpredictable, and like the vibes of the fans, the South American essence. Then you've got teams who aren't even in South America competing in this tournament. You've got a little bit of everything. And right there, we can click done and load up straight into the game. You got that beautiful little launch title. I wish it lasted a little longer. Said every girl I've ever slept with. Let's check out the proper group stage draw. We didn't have to do any changes. All of the teams are already qualified and drawn into the groups. So we've had a stress-free setup, and Group A consists of Argentina, defending champions, Peru, Chile, and Canada, who have been invited to participate. We all remember those back-to-back finals in 2015-16. Chi, le, making Lionel Messi retire from the national team. Crazy times. Over in Group B, we have Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Bombocla, Jamaica. You feel like that group is available for anyone to surprise, and it's probably the most open group alongside Group C with the United States, Uruguay, Panama, and my soft spot boys Bolivia. But a big battle there between Darwizi and the USA as we scroll down to Group D. That's where you see one of the heavy hitters, the favorites, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. EA and Brazil, I don't know, they don't really get along too much. They've had a lot of licensing wars. The Brazilian Serie A has been in the game, then out of the game, then came back with all of the players unlicensed and fake teams, fake players. The national team have been removed, so with the power of mods, we've got them back. Costa Rica love causing a few big time upsets if you've seen over the last 10 years, and you never really know what you're going to get with Paraguay and Colombia. So even though this tournament has less teams, less groups, I believe that it probably can provide a lot more excitement and unpredictability than the Euros can. Controversial opinion, I know, but what I do want to check out is all the brand new kits. What threads are these nations going to be showing off this summer? We're going to start off with Canada right here. Alphonso Davies, their poster boy, the poster child of Canadian football. I mean, it's just a red Nike kit. Nothing that really gets your mind racing. We switch on over to Peru, and you know, it's just typical Peru. Nothing wrong about it. It's just a typical red sash. What else did you expect? Chile, like many other nations in Europe and South America this summer, have been subject to the ADDED template. Their curse reigns supreme, and damn, I didn't realize how weak this Chile squad was. Besides what, Alexis Sanchez and Bravo, who kind of part of that old golden generation from 10 years ago, they might really struggle, damn. Nonetheless, we move on over to Paraguay, and this is the first shirt I'm kind of digging. I don't mind it, you know. They've got the thick stripes, the Puma sponsorship. They got a nice little detail on the red. Yeah, Bolivia, you could have done better. Come on, Macron, or whoever sponsored. What is the sponsor there? I can't even read it. It's too small. I don't even recognize it. They didn't even try. They bought a green sports kit off Temu and decided to call it the Bolivian national team jersey. Venezuela, okay, I don't mind it. I like the national team color, that dark maroon feel. They've got a gritty little texture all over it. That's the difference between them and the likes of Bolivia. Like, it looks like Jivova have actually tried. Ooh, Jamaica got a bobsled team, and they've also decided to go with the green pinstripe over the yellow base, which, oh, the green shorts kind of bring it back for me. That's a C at best, but they've got a lot of Premier League experience in this team. Yeah, this team might low-key be a little bit of a dark horse. Panama, okay, yeah, it's a Panama kit. I just look at it and feel nothing. If only this mod came out a couple of weeks ago. All the Albanians were blowing me up for not including them in that Euros video, and now they're finally available in this mod to play with. So there you go. The Albanians can stop coming for me now. They were only in FIFA 23 through the World Cup mode. Like, you couldn't access them otherwise. The home kit, the away kit is just beautiful. It is a work of art. The tiger leopard print on the goalkeeper grey. You've got the nice little texture and pattern they've got running. You've just outdone yourselves, Brazil. And then Colombia, okay, it's fair to say that the Brazil have probably the best looking yellow kit at the tournament. Yeah, I was expecting a little bit more. They usually come with something a bit more vibey, a little bit more funky. This is just too plain for me. It's too boring for a nation like Colombia. Come on now. Ecuador, yep, they're not taking that trophy away from Colombia. It looks slightly better, but it's just way too similar. Not sure how to feel about their new logo. Them and Venezuela have a brand new badge, but they could be a very tricky team to come up against and cause a couple troubles for the big nations as we move on down Costa Rica, and it's just reminding me too much of Chile. Why do so many kits in this tournament look so familiar? Ooh, Uruguay, this is probably their window to start contending for the top prize. They've got the talent there, they've got the roster, and they definitely do have the kit. I just love that baby blue mixed in with a few gold trimmings, the gold Puma logo logo. It's just a perfect mixture. And they're always up for it, the Uruguayans. They live and breathe this tournament. They live and breathe football. It's in their DNA, just like the world champions, the South American champions, Argentina. And I'm not gonna lie, controversial opinion, I think I like this kit more than their 2022 World Cup kit. I don't know, man. Gold on kits for me, they're just my kryptonite. And you've got the gold winners World Cup logo. You've got the gold Adidas. And then you've got the all golden Argentina logo. It's just a match made in heaven. It's perfect. I can look past the Adidas template when the kit is just a beautifully like streamlined and all the colors work well together. They've gone with the right shades. The stars have aligned for this kit and I'm all for it. Oh no, actually, hold up. Hold the phone. Nah, Mexico have definitely won the Copa America. They've gone with something completely different. They're not in that classic all green. This like cultural Mexican pattern on the front. They've got the Aztec vibes. I don't care what you say about it. It's stunning. It's S tier, baby. They've knocked it out the park. Last but not least, we've got the US, and I would say this is the typical boring white US shirt, but there is a few nice little details that I'm a fan of, like the shorts with the red stripes at the bottom. The blue and the white always mesh well together. You've got the nice trimmings on the neck and the sleeves. Will it be winning any awards from me? No, but I can see why people just think it's meh. Do any of the away kits have any oomph, have any pizzazz? And oh my god, that might be the most boring pair of football kits I've ever seen. Peru, have you decided to do anything today? Oh yeah, I don't mind that away. You've got the nice purple little flowery pattern on the sleeves, the gold and black. They've gone audacious with it. I rate it. Man, what I also love about this mod is that for certain countries, it allows you to equip retro jerseys. We've got some alternate picks here. I believe this is from the 1990 World Cup, or this home one might be from 86 when Maradona won it. And then this away shirt is definitely from Italia 90. Correct me if I'm wrong, but oh, that is just a stunning little retro kit there for Argentina. It's why I love the power of these mods so much, because if it was up to EA, they'd be charging for these retro kits. You'd have to go into Ultimate Team only and buy them with FIFA points.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
But not here. We have everything unlocked, and for Chile, they don't redeem themselves with the away shirt. It's just a plain old white template. Kind of reminds me of what Adidas did with the Italy white away shirt, but it is what it is. Now I'm just on the lookout for more little retro kits. Mexico, oh, they've got a few nice ones. That away mint cooling look. It's definitely an option, but you just can't go past the home shirt. And then Venezuela's away. They've gone with the maroon V. Very outlandish, very experimental, but I don't mind it. Jamaica, they've got that drip, don't you worry. And then Ecuador right beside them. Okay, that's the thing with the Copa America. These South American nations and their patterns on jerseys, they get me, they grip me. Oh, Panama, they didn't even bother. Meanwhile, the US have gone with this washed out wave over red sand kind of look. Yeah, it's just best we forget these two teams away shirts even exist. Bolivia, redeem yourselves. Surely you've come up with something better for your away.
Huh?
Okay, Uruguay, please come through and save these kits. Okay, I mean, it's that name tag type beat kit range that Puma released. I'm pretty sure they still haven't announced their proper away kit yet, so I'll let them pass on that one. Alright, Colombia, there is no way Adidas did you dirty twice on home and away. Yeah, nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. In Costa Rica, just go back to the drawing board, man. This is boring. It is just bland as all hell. Water is more spicy than those kits. Oh, I'm licking my lips for this one. Finally, we've saved it the best till last. Brazil, oh, the home shirt, and then they've got that away. The blue little ripple effect. They've got the badge in the center of the chest too. The green trimmings. It just works. They just get it. They know how to come prepared for a major tournament, and then they've also got some retro kits. So I believe it's only Argentina and Brazil that have retro kits available, but I believe that is from the 02 World Cup, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those two kits definitely bring back some nostalgia and memories. I just think of Ronaldinho and R9 wearing this. And Paraguay, I almost forgot about you guys. Putting you guys right up next to Brazil just isn't fair. On paper, in the fashion department, they just outscore you in every metric. And just like for the Euros mod, unfortunately, you can't change the actual stadium you're playing at. Even though there is an abundance of American stadiums and MLS arenas in the game, unfortunately in tournament mode, you just can't really change your location. However, we do have the official match ball ready and selected for every single game. I'm not making that same mistake twice. And the Puma Cumbre Copa America 2024 match ball is here. Now here is the match day experience, everything that goes down, all the pre-match hype and build up. And because it's Brazil, I forgot that there's some banners aren't going to even work because Brazil aren't actually in the game. I love the attention to detail with the official tournament logo in the top corner of the screen, really emphasizing that we've got the licenses, the perfect authenticity, and here's what it's like on match day. I've put it in a situation where it's a Canadian stadium. I mean, it's an actual real life stadium that's used in the MLS. I don't know if it's actually hosting a game in real life, but here is all the pre-match build-up. You get a close-up of all the fans, the players, the kits, and all the graphics. We also have the ESPN HD Live TV logo in the top right corner, the Copa America edition with that little bit of flair, and of course the official vibrant colorful scoreboard in the top left corner. And already has Messi scored the first goal for Argentina. He has inside the first 3 minutes. The defending world champs, South America champs are off and running. If Messi wins another Copa America, it might just be finished. The GOAT debate might well and truly be over. Some say it's already over. Yeah, you get to see the nice Copa America broadcast package, the transition swish across the screen, the logo pop up here and there, and this is actually the only way you can play it. With the Euros, you get the career mode option. The Copa America, it is literally only tournament mode. You still get all the licenses and graphics and all the little additions. Just like career mode, you can either jump in, jump to the sim to the end. I just want to showcase to you all the variables, the visual sim you can also play by, and watch it all pan out from the comfort of your own home as Argentina go 2-0 up there. Lautaro Martinez. PC mods are just so powerful and are a must if you want the proper authentic experience, as it's turning into a goal fest here. Canada pull one back with Jonathan David, and it is currently going off here. The fans are loving it in the background. The Canadians have taken over. There's also a nice another little small feature that I didn't touch upon in the Euros mod video, but the ad boards have actually had a nice little refresh. Realistic ads that swipe across, like the Ultra mod, which we're currently using. Feel free to check it out. But real life authentic sponsors and ads come across the boards, like the Copa America, the logo. You get real life sponsors that are actually realistic, and it's not just EA bombarding you to follow their YouTube and social media. You've got MasterCard, CONMEBOL promoting themselves. It's cool to see the level of detail that went into making this. You get that nice little Copa America logo in the news tile menus too, and the nice little theme overlay, that color scheme where you can finally see the points that every team has. Thank God. The warning sign, at this stage several teams have been knocked out. So let's go ahead and see who makes up the quarterfinals. No round of 16 here, people. Over in Group A, it was Argentina to finish perfect, 9 points on top, which you'd expect, alongside Chile. So it's the top two. There's no third place nonsense. That means Canada and Peru go packing. Over in Group B, it was Mexico and Ecuador to find their way through. Oh, Jamaica on goal difference or head to head, they finished at the same points as Ecuador, but couldn't get it done. And Venezuela finishing rock bottom with 1 point. Over in Group C, it was what? Bolivia to top the group. You've got to be kidding me. They won against Panama, won against America, and drew 2-2 against Uruguay, who came out with them, as it's the United States finishing rock bottom, catching the plane back home early, and finished with 1 point. What a disappointment. That has got to be one of the flops of the tournament. And over in Group D, similar to Argentina, it's Brazil to come out through in flying colors, qualify for the next round with 7 points. Colombia come through with them, and Paraguay face a heartbreaking elimination with 4 points, as that makes up the quarterfinals. And these are your key matchups. Argentina get drawn against Ecuador. Meanwhile, we have the underdogs Bolivia taking on Colombia. An interesting battle, which is going to be Mexico versus Chile. One of the biggest games of the round. It is Brazil taking on Uruguay. The quarterfinals are done and dusted, so let's take a look. First up, the results, as it was Argentina to comfortably and professionally deal with Ecuador 3-0. A clinical display from the big time champs. Bolivia's miracle run. The fairy tale ends here with a narrow 2-1 loss to Colombia. It was just too good to be true as they edged past them, as it took extra time to separate Mexico and Chile in a 5-goal thriller. The Chileans come out on top, and in the final game, Brazil taking on Uruguay. It was a 5-goal spectacle there. And over here in the semi-finals, the stars are aligned for an Argentina v Brazil 2021 Copa America rematch. But first, Argentina have to get past Colombia, and Brazil have to beat down on Chile. This ain't gonna be no stroll in the park for Messi and co. They're gonna have to lock in and really pull an all-time performance off if they want to book their tickets to the big dance. We're gonna watch this one play out, and an 106th minute Messi winner gets them through it in extra time. It finished 3-2. What are with these high-scoring affairs? We had Rodrigo de Paul to kick things off. Campas and Duvan Zapata had Colombia in the lead. Then a late Messi double. He put his nation on his back time and time again. Now they've made it to 4 Copa America finals in a row. Here they are though, and on paper, it feels like Chile Chile are on a little miracle run of their own, just quality-wise on pitch, but they've got that team spirit. They've got the chemistry. The whole nation is behind them. No injuries, no suspensions to report on. That it would be an all-time fumble if they were able to mess this one up. The Chileans are inevitable, I must say, but for the plot, for the storyline, what is going to go down? And at the end of the day, oh, Brereton Diaz, he missed a 15th minute penalty, only for Vinny Jr. to go on and open the scoring 1 minute later. They ended up taking the 3-0 dub with both Neymar and Rodrigo on the score sheet to confirm it. And now we've got the ultimate final to look forward to. But first, okay, we've got the third place game. I forgot about this. We didn't have this go down in the Euro 2024 mod, so this is a new feature. Third place game, Colombia v Chile. But they still, I mean, Colombia have a nice little squad they've put together here. Despite their poor kit choice, I feel like they can make a nice, decent run in the tournament this summer. Like, I wouldn't be surprised with this kind of strike force, with this front three trident, they can definitely be a thorn in the crown of some of the bigger nations. And who said Chile is dead? Who said the golden generation is over? Because they secure the bronze medal, and now it's time for the big dance. You just get the feeling that this final is going to go down as an all-timer. Two biggest nations in the continent do battle for the second Copa America in a row. Here's how the two sides will be lining up. They've no doubt got the two best rosters in the entire tournament, and they get to show off full guns a-blazing, no injuries or suspensions to worry about. Both sides are fit and healthy, fit and firing, and ready to take each other on in a classic derby. To think Brazil went from cold-blooded killers like R9 Ronaldo to picking between Jesus and Richarlison to lead the line up front. Argentina get the chance to be the first nation since Spain to win 3 major titles in a row, and the Seleção are looking for a La Decima of their own. They are after their 10th Copa America crown, and they're going to stop at nothing to try and take Argentina down in the process, because this is going to be a fierce, entertaining battle. I'm here for it, and we're going to watch it all play out. We're going to see the passion, the fans in the crowd, the chants, the flags and the banners. We've got Argentina rocking it out in the retro kit. That's what they're fighting for. And of course, the Brazilians are hungry on this cold, wet, rainy night to secure their first since 2019. Yeah, this has got the hallmarks of just a classic shootout. No Western standoff, no park the bus here. It's going to be flair, yoga bonito, skills on display. The chance to counterattack with Yan Couto finds a perfect through pass, just manages to keep it in. Rodrigo opts for him back. They've got the Mexican wave popping off in the crowd. Everything's going on. There's a lot of stage fright going on right here. They've got to grow into the game, these two nations. No one wants to put a foot wrong or make a mistake, and Acuna just doesn't bother releasing the ball. And now the Argentine defense left vulnerable. Brazil have numbers here, and it's Rodrigo taking on the defense. Neymar finds a beautiful ball inside to Gabriel Jesus from outside the area, smacks it home with the first major opportunity of the game. Brazil take the lead. That just came out of nowhere. We were slating the guy the entire time, but on the edge of the D, picked his spot. Martinez couldn't do anything about that in the pouring rain, and it's first blood Brazil in this do-or-die clash. That is the definition of a big game player. No more crying this year, buddy. He hasn't carried the bottling Arsenal DNA to the national team, that's for sure, but there is still a whole lot of time left to play here as McAllister sets up Lautaro Martinez for the equaliser. In a flash, in a snap, the Argentinians reply back and bite back. And you can't give Lautaro that kind of striker, that type of killer in the box. He picks it straight out the back of the net. He knows what's up. There's a job to do. He's just roaming across and he's entering the box with ease. Cuts it back to Lautaro. Alvarez just conducting the attack right now. Enzo finds a killer ball inside to Messi. He has a second bite of the cherry. And the 2023 Ballon d'Or winner, he's doing it in the World Cup, and he might be doing it here again in the Copa America final. After going 1-0 down, they're showing their character, that Argentinian spirit, and they've got the little man, the little magician in their side. Anything is possible. And here we go, Dybala. They're not resting on their laurels here. It could be a third. Julian Alvarez back on the inside. Nice little patient build-up, tiki-taka play, and they are playing Brazil off the park right now. Their defense gone to sleep, turned to statues. The fans going absolutely ballistic in the crowd. They have not gotten themselves 1 but 2 goals right before the half, and just like their women, the team are on fire right now. Where did it all go wrong? 1-0 up, then Argentina in the blink of an eye with a jab uppercut that no one saw coming. The way Argentina are flowing, the way everyone's connecting, the chemistry on the pitch, it could be a long night. It's like they've lost their scoring touch, the attacking edge. Jesus nearly had a little pop. Oh no, McAllister in an abundance of space, and Allison is keeping them in the tie, and they really need to start provoking the Argentine defense, and it's Emi Martinez, and he's putting in a Golden Glove performance. Gabriel Jesus just lashed out, and I'm surprised that's not a red card. He's going in the book, but geez, man, he just had a flash of rage moment there as Rodrigo's coming off for Rafinha. Rodrigo's been their best player, but Brazil don't think so. And Argentina with that retro kit, they're really channeling that Maradona energy on the pitch tonight. Alvarez tempted to shoot, now lands to Lautaro for the hat-trick, and oh my goodness me, it is an absolute striking masterclass from Inter's number 9, and he is damn right carrying this team to another Copa America title. A handful for defenders, alright, that's a good way to describe it. Gabriel Jesus, who's lucky to still be on the pitch, it looks like he's through one-on-one with Emi Martinez. Are they showing signs of life? Is it too little too late? He hasn't even picked the ball out the back of the net. Gabriel Jesus is too busy worried about his phone celebration. Where has this been, mate? He's celebrating like they've won the damn thing. I know he's gotten himself a cheeky double, but damn, read the room. And in this 6-goal contest, the referee blows the final whistle, and it's Argentina's night, Argentina's tournament, and to send Messi out on a high, at least he was involved and got himself a goal, but Lautaro stepped up and proved to be a big game player after that 2022 World Cup performance. He's redeemed himself. The team have gone back to back and have joined the elite tier of national teams as they go up on the podium to collect that beautiful, stunning-looking trophy. It is shining. On this rainy night, it makes it even more iconic. Load up the confetti, all the celebrations that are about to take place, because Messi will be lifting it just like he did in December 2022 in Qatar. And this time, there are actually fans in the stadium. It ain't locked down. COVID isn't a thing anymore. And it just feels right. It feels proper. I mean, you know what it is with the trophy celebrations right by now. Like, they're the same thing. They've been the same thing for like 5 FIFAs in a row. It's just this time it looks a little bit weird because he's holding it like there's handles on the trophy, but there really isn't. He should be holding it from the bottom. That's the only thing pulling me out of it immersion wise. The trophy is there. You don't get to see the name ingrained on the trophy, but that's just a FIFA thing in general. But the whole team's around him. Messi gets to parade it around, and the team photo at the end. I just wanted to show you guys all the celebrations in all their glory with that trophy, because I don't think we've ever seen it in a FIFA game before. Like, has the Copa America ever been licensed? Not that I can remember, and that's why mods are essential. They're crucial. Let's see the journey as they taught Brazil a lesson, gave them a comfortable little reality check. Now we get to see all the player stats, who won the Golden Boot, the Golden Glove. Here it is. The top 5 consist of 3 Argentines. That's how you know they were scoring goals for fun. Messi with 7 goals in 6 matches. With form like that, I don't think he's ever going to retire from the national team. Alvarez in second with 5 goals and 6. Sanchez with that deep run for Chile, 4 goals in 6 matches. Neymar got himself a goal in every other game, 3 and 6. And then that grand final hat-trick from Lautaro got himself up to 4 goals in 4 games. Meanwhile, we had Jamaica's Johnson come in 6th with 3 goals in 3 games. Gabriel Jesus' double in the final got himself up to 7th spot. Colombia's Campas got himself 3 alongside Vinny Jr., Jimenez, Ursino, and Mansilla for Bolivia. The assists, and it's McAllister. Alexis, he did have a big presence in that final. 4 assists in 6 matches. The main playmaker for the South American champs, and Andre Gray, Jamaica. Man, they should have made it out of the groups, man. They got so hard done by. 3 assists in 3 matches. Rodrigo and Julian Alvarez also got themselves 3. And the Golden Glove award, surprisingly, doesn't go to Emi Martinez. Only kept 1 clean sheet all tournament. So the consolation prize is going to go to Alisson from Brazil. Managed 3 clean sheets in 6 games. Even though we're not in career mode, you still get the same old new style cutscenes. No visual glitches to report on here, but you get the trophy in the press conference room. Unfortunately, Lionel Scaloni, his manager face isn't in the game. He's just got a generic face scan. And what a moment. That could possibly consider him for the 2024 Ballon d'Or. I know. I'm just going to quickly scroll through them. You can pause the video and see which one of your favorite players scored, who actually performed, who had a decent tournament, and who was carrying their nation on their back. Daniel Johnson, 3 goals from a 70 rated 30-year-old Cam. You'd expect those numbers out of Leon Bailey or Mikel Antonio or something. Mexico, Jimenez bagged 3. Waterman for Panama didn't really do much. 2 goals in 3 games for Miguel Almiron. And then we had the United States with their abysmal performance. Uruguay disappointed me. I thought they'd cause a few more issues. And then poor old Venezuela only managed to score 1 goal, which is quite concerning. Now this is where the real fun begins, guys, because we can end off this tournament. That's been the first realistic playthrough and simulation. Now we get to load in the icons, the legends, the heroes of yesteryear. And with the click of a button, all the rosters are applied, and this is where things get crazy. Now, instead of calling up the icons and legends to the current day national teams, this time we have classic all-star 11s that are ready to be injected and plopped straight into the tournament structure. So we'll load up the Copa America, and this time we'll be replacing Brazil, swapping them out with Brazil Classic. Same goes for Argentina. We're going to swap them out with the Argentinian Classic 5-star squad. As for the others, we've only been able to call up a few legends for the likes of the US and Mexico. Otherwise, everyone else, I'm sorry, you're going to have to fend for yourselves. And some other classic teams like England Classic, France Classic, Italy Classic with the OG logos too. All the other teams that didn't quite perform how they wanted to in the first simulation get a second bite at the cherry. They get a second shot, but this time they're up against some of the best players who ever touched a football. And let me show you who. You've already seen the great man right there, but here's how Argentina Classic are lining up. It is just, you know, players from all different kinds of eras. The icons, the heroes all unite. Got Crespo and Maradona leading the line up top. Raquel Mayin right behind them. Zemekeles being deployed as a CDM, which is quite remarkable. As for the starting 11, Hiense, Samuel, Ayala will all ring a bell. And into legend, Javier Zanetti at right back. They've got Veron in midfield. Oh, the nostalgia, the memories. Mascherano needs to go straight back in. They're looking like red hot favourites. Oh, they've even got Milito and Aguero in the reserves. This team is just going to cause carnage and chaos, and I personally can't wait to see it all unfold. As for Mexico, they've only got two little additions here, but major improvements in terms of the goalkeeper department. Campos replaces Ochoa, and it ain't Chicharito, it's the OG Hernandez leading the line for them up front, who is a major improvement on Jimenez. So I'm sure those two recruits are going to help them out a ton. It's good news for the Americans because they get one more icon added compared to their rivals Mexico, and the golden three recruits they get are like the father figures of that initial American golden era with the likes of Landon Donovan, Michael Beasley, and the one and only Captain America himself, Clint Dempsey, which forms a potent left side attack and a trident that could carry this American squad and actually get them out the group this time. Nah, forget what I said. They still lose 2-1 to Panama. I think it's over for you guys. You Americans, you just ain't built for this Copa America stuff. Can you believe it, guys? Uruguay get no one. There is not one Uruguayan icon, legend, hero. I don't know. It's a cruel world. Just something to think about. I think we've saved the best till last, guys. When you talk about ballers, when you talk about the favelas we'll never forget, we've got the Brazil Classic all-time 11, 5-star outfit, 94 rated attack, 92 midfield, 90 defense. All the errors are forming here for this Christmas tree Brazil formation, but it's brought the best out of their retro stars. I mean, when they have the luxury of putting Neymar and Rivaldo in the reserves, you know it's game over. It's good night for whoever dares to take them on, as this starting 11 is just downright scary, man. Lucio and Carlos Alberto to form a centre-back partnership. You've got Cafu, prime Cafu on the right, Roberto Carlos, Julio Cesar in net, who we're just going to keep there for the vibes. You've got Socrates running the show in midfield. On the wings, Garincha and Ronaldinho. That is just football heritage, and we haven't even made our way to the strike force because R9, Ronaldo, and Pele combine up top alongside FC24 new boy Zico. I know it's unfair. I know only certain teams get icons and classic squads, but the game's the game. Just like poetry, it rhymes because these South American scriptwriters are at it again. Let me show you what final matchup we have. It's two-timers, 2 in a row. It's the famous battle, the Copa America derby again, but this time with the twist. But how did they get there? In the group stages, it was Argentina topping it again perfectly. 9 points out of 9 coming through, with Chile qualifying for the quarterfinals. Peru and Canada both go home empty-handed. As Group B, Mexico equipped with 2 icons, 9 points, as Jamaica this time make it out the group. Bomboclat! Ecuador and Venezuela both going home. And in Group C this time, the American icon trio, the golden generation, couldn't save them from this group. It was perfect Uruguay with no icons, plus Panama to qualify. This time Bolivia, no miracle for them. And Group D saw another perfect outfit that came in the form of the Brazilians, alongside Paraguay, because Costa Rica and Colombia both eliminated from the tournament. And this is where things got spicy, because damn, Jamaica took that all-time Argentina squad to not only extra time but penalties, and only by the skin of their teeth lost that one 7-6 in the shootout after it finished 2-2. Uruguay edged past Paraguay 2-1 in a nail-biter, and probably the game of the Copa so far. 4-4 Mexico v Chile got them in the 3-2 shootout, and Brazil in comfortable fashion fashion, got a 3-1 dub over Panama to see them through to the semi-finals where they face Chile. They always seem to pop up and give all the big dogs worries because they pushed them all the way to penalties after it finished 0-0. Keeping that 94 rated Brazilian attack to nothing in a game, that's an achievement in itself. As Argentina swept aside Uruguay 4-1, Uruguay ended up getting 4th place. How did I not notice this? We got the criminals reuniting here for Brazil. We'll bring on Mike on instead. I want to keep it all retro players. No current day players or criminals in sight. He won't be there on match day. No. He'll be behind bars. It's just the aura and class that both these two lineups are oozing. I can't pick it. You got Maradona v Pele, the generational goats doing battle. And there is so much up for grabs in the retro threads. And tonight they take center stage in the big dance. I'm not going to play this out. I want to see him to the end, but I just wanted to see the cutscenes of them walking into the stadium. But they chose to focus for a 10-second cutscene on the Argentinian god. That's why everyone misses the pre-game lineups and broadcast package before the game kicked off. Nevertheless, we'll sim to the end and see what takes place. And in extra time, Argentina do the double over Brazil. Besides in the group stage, they weren't convincing in the knockouts. And the Argentines, with 36 possession, 2 shots, 2 chances, was all they needed. With Diego Milito off the bench and Sebastian Veron in extra time. 64% possession, 0 shots, 0 chances. And Maradona even missed a penalty in the 38th minute. The writing was on the wall. I think it's safe to say that Argentina, past and present, are the kings of South America. And they've announced themselves 2 wins, 2 statement victories. And according to this tournament mode mod, they look bang on to collect their 16th continental title this summer. A 3-way tie for the top goal scorer. Golden boot goes to both Maradona, Pele, and Antuna of Mexico respectively. He probably did it in a better feat, to be honest. 4 goals in 4 matches. Meanwhile, for the 2 GOATs, they got 4 goals in 6 matches. And we had Landon Donovan in the groups of the US, 3 goals in 3. And Riquelme, 3 goals in 6 for Argentina. As R9, Cambiaso, Flores for Peru, Leon Bailey, Jimenez, and Darwizi all managed 3 throughout the tournament. In terms of assists, the best playmaker was a 2-way tie again. This time, Bentancur of Uruguay, 4 assists and 6. Same as Carlos Tevez up front. Another consolation prize for the Brazilian keeper. This time it's Julio Cesar taking home the golden glove. Wow, Cambiaso from CDM managed 3 goals and 1 assist. What a performance from him throughout. But here's a quick rundown of all the other teams and their top performers. 2 separate simulations with 2 of the same winners, but all the excitement was there. We had the underdog stories, the upsets, the thrillers. The Copa never fails to provide the entertainment, and I'm sure it is going to go off in the USA this summer. I'll be watching from Germany as I'm there for the Euros, so hopefully the time zones aren't too bad, because in Australia, like, all the Copa America games are usually like in the morning, 7 a.m, 8 a.m, throughout the day kind of thing. So it's good, you don't have to sacrifice too much sleep to watch them, but I'm not sure how that converts into the European time zone. Nonetheless, it's a problem for later me to have, but I'll try and watch as much as possible. It's all going down in the summer of 24, so let me know your predictions down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the mod and for this upcoming Copa America Euro double up? This PC mod honestly has come in clutch again for this channel, and I am very grateful. So make sure you check the creator beta 10 out, link in the description below. And I'm sure you did too if you made it this far. And if you did, drop the video a like, hit subscribe down below so you never miss out on any content come to the channel this year. Follow me on my socials, the links will be down in the description below. And as always, I've been your boy, BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video. Bye bye.